Welcome back, everybody. In this video, I'm going to go over how to make cams for our automata box using parametric equations here in Fusion. So, the first thing we can do, this document that I'm currently looking at is on our Google Classroom. So, it's also in our slideshow, part number 2. What I'm mainly looking at here are, you see that our diameter of D, you see a through hole. We're going to be extruding all of these by 0.16. So that'll be putting on the Google form or on the Google slide as well. So pretty much all you need to know here, what is the value of D? So our value of D is our nominal diameter. So that is going to be equal to 1. So a few things I'm looking at here. Value of D, value of through hole, and then maybe our depth / thickness overall. Other than that, D divided by 2, D divided by 4, D divided by 8, 9D over 20, D divided by 5. So it's all based off that nominal diameter, and in our case, it is 1.0. So in Fusion, in a brand new file, if I wanted to make my pair cam, or even this second one here, my eccentric cam, first thing I'm going to do before even sketching is under modify, there are all the way at the bottom these parameters. So when I click on this, no, you're not going to see anything in here. So what you're going to do is going to hit new user parameter, our name. So we'll just do DIA, or if you want to do D, you could do diameter. You could really do whatever you want, but I'm just going to do DIA to keep it simple. The expression, aka the value, is going to be 1.0. I'll hit OK. There you go. So that's our first one. Our next one, maybe we'll put our through hole. So our through hole is going to also be a quarter, so 0.25. This is the same size of the axle, so that's going to be our next one. And then our last one, maybe we want to put our, let's do thickness. There you go, and this will be 0.16. And then okay, so now I don't even have to do any dimensioning. I don't have to figure out any values. I don't have to do any math. We're going to let Fusion do all of it for us. So now, if I want to make my eccentric cam, aka the second one here in the middle, I'm going to start with my center point here. So based off here, I just have a circle with a diameter of D. So I did a new sketch. So I'm going to do a circle. And now I'm going to type in my value DIA. Can enter. Enter again. So there you go. So now Fusion knows that it's 1. That's what this kind of f of x equals. So even when you double click it to try to change the dimension, it's going to come up DIA. Now, second thing, so we have another hole here, so that's further down. That's just our through hole. So let's say I have my hole here. This is going to be THRU, through. There you go. So this can technically move right now. So just to double check, I'm going to use a line and make it a construction line, like we talked last time in class. I'm going to move this all the way down on my vertical axis here. I'm going to bring this over, so I'm going to lock it into place on my axis so it doesn't move left or right. It can still move up and down, but that's what I'm going to change right now. So D divided by 4 is going to be from center to center of my new circle. So I can do dimension, center of circle, center of my through hole. Now, DIA divided by 4, double check, diameter divided by 4, enter, and there you go. It does the math for you. Now let's say I just wanted DIA. Enter, enter. There you go. It works. If I change it again, diameter divided by 4. There we go. Cool. I'll hit finish. Change my view. We will extrude. Click on this. So remember thickness. Now, yes, I know I can type in 0.25, but let's say I do this 0.25 and I know, 0.16. I know this is my thickness value. Instead of typing thickness with just 9 characters, I can just do 0.16. It's easier, sure. But if I want to change this, I'd have to double click my extrusion, type in my value, whatever. But let's say you go back to your parameters. So now I'm going to change this back to thickness. There you go. That's going to be my extrusion value. So let's say I go back to my parameters. This time I have this one right here. Let's say I change it to 2 inches. Enter, and then boom, there you go. I don't even have to change anything. I could just my parameter equations will update my whole file. Again, if I go back to here, now I know it's my thickness, but maybe I do thickness divided by 2. Maybe I do divided by 4, divided by 8. So really, the possibilities are kind of endless for what you're trying to do here for your parameters, but they're super, super easy to use, kind of fun to use, and if it's less stress for you, then awesome. That's great. So you can use these for your cams. So I'm going to go back for that. You can use these for your cams. You cannot use these for your cams. I'm just here showing them to you. So I would definitely recommend doing it for your pear, your snail, and your heart cam. They're definitely going to be beneficial to then use. So yeah, hopefully this helps and you get started using the parameter tool to make your cams.